maybe tell your partner. So, all right, guys, today I'm going to just jump right in and talk to you guys about a couple different things that we are going to go over and some different new things that I'm going to bring to our team that I got from, an elite coach in the business, and some stuff that I really loved the way that she was doing things. And so I really wanted to imply it with our team. So tonight we're going to talk all about credibility, how to build your credibility up so that you can get coaches and customers and Hitting Success Club at an easier way with you're not so fighting it. So you might be hitting Success Club. Maybe you're sitting there and like, well, I've hit 5, I've hit 8, and I've done it for consistent months. But was it easy? Did people come to you? Did you pour everything out of it? What was it like? Did you only hit 5? Did you ever get 18, 20, 22? Those are the numbers you're really shooting for. And so building credibility is really the foundation of where it all started. So I was sharing yesterday with Courtney that, a year ago, right now where I sit, I'm watching myself on this day on my Facebook, and I see myself from 1 year ago. And I want you guys to know that when Shift Shop came out, it was our Summit launch. So I went to Summit, I came back, and we launched Shift Shop at Summit. So that was the program I came back to do. So maybe that's Lift 4 for you. Maybe it was 80-day obsession. Maybe it's Transform 20. It doesn't matter what program it is, but I just want to give you guys kind of a clue of where I was. So Shift Shop just came out, and I'm watching myself now, and I kind of had an aha moment yesterday. I'm looking and I'm like, I didn't do anything where it was, I had to post 2 times. They had to be impactful. They had to be so much information. I had to draw these people in. Literally yesterday, 1 year ago, I posted 4 times within an hour period. Now, is that feasible? And am I gonna coach you guys to run out there and do that? No, not necessarily. But what I am trying to tell you is that I was only focused on my journey, and that way, when you look inward, results will happen. And so when I look at these posts, at first I was horrified at myself, and then after thinking about it, I realized, wait a minute, this is what our entire team is missing. I was sharing my journey unapologetically. I didn't care that I showed up on your news feed 4 times. It was me with my workout, pre-workout, before and after my workout. It was like before I work out, after I work out. Then it was another one that I don't remember what it was. It had like some motivational quote, sit in the same workout outfit. And the 4th was me holding a plate of food and saying, I love this, that this is on my meal plan. 4 posts within like a 3-hour gap. So then I leaned in and paid attention to the likes. 3 likes, 18. I think the 3rd one had like 8 and then like 36. Did that matter? No, it didn't. It didn't matter that I only got 3 on one like and 18 on one and 36 on the other. What mattered was that since July to December, I was 100% sharing my journey unapologetically. And I was just being me. If I felt like showing up, I was going to show up. What are these posts like? And then I woke up and I had no motivation, and I looked out in the sky and I thought, wow, you're better than this. Nope, they weren't like that. They were literally like, I'm going to kick day 6 butt. They were things like, I had no motivation today, but I told myself, girl, you're better than that. It was, some of them were impact posts, but not a lot. And they were just me sharing my journey, sharing every single day that I was working out and that I was on my journey. And here I was. This is what I eat. This is what I do this. This is that yellow drink I drink. This is what I drink afterwards, and da, da, da. And I went on and on and on. And so my whole point was, I asked you guys to make these really impact posts. But here's the problem and the aha moment that I've had. I built credibility for myself. From July to December, I didn't miss a day. Whether I was on vacation, whether I was sick, whether it was my kid's birthday, I didn't miss a day. I showed up, I showed up, I showed up, I showed up consistently from June to December. I was so consistent that in January, when I set myself up for a year, the year that I've had this year, people saw value in me because of my credibility. So before I did this, I did get price objections. I did get things like, it's too expensive, or I could never do that, or different things like that. And so now looking back at that, I realized that I don't get that anymore because people saw value in me. They saw that I showed up every single day, no matter what. And I built that credibility up for myself. It's kind of like Starbucks. You know they're open every single day, even on Christmas. I think they close for a very short window of time, but don't worry, the entire public knows that short window of when they are gonna be closed, and it's like a really small gap. But you know they're always open for business. Maybe it's a food store or something like that. That's what my social media was. I was always open for business. I didn't take a month off here or a week off here, or I was sick for a week, so I just didn't show up, or I had the stomach bug. I showed up. And guys, I went through a lot too. Obviously, these months, I think it's coming up. I was looking at my calendar and then I almost fell out of my chair today. I want to say that any day I'm probably going to wake up and be on the verge of tears, because these months are the hardest months for my family. This is when Vaughn was sick. This is when I'm replaying the last time I held him, the last time he smiled, the day he died, and the fact that I built credibility up during the worst time of my life every year, that says a lot. And so the excuses are like something that I'm like, I built credibility up during the worst months of my life, during Christmas, during Brooklyn's birthday, during Thanksgiving, during the school's out. I built the credibility up during those months. So if you do it, I promise you, January comes and you are setting yourself up for the year that I've had. I was an Emerald coach in July of last year, an Emerald coach. I didn't have anything. And within 6 weeks, I went Diamond. But I will tell you that I got there by building this credibility up. And so from January to current, I have never dropped my rank. Guys, being a Diamond, that is hard. That is really, really hard to do, because when you become a Diamond coach, you will lose it like that. And I'm not saying that to defeat you, but you can ask anybody who's became a Diamond coach. It is so much harder to maintain it than to hit it. And the reason is because when one person puts their Shakeology on hold, it affects your entire thing. And all of a sudden, there goes your Diamond. So the fact that I've held it consistently for 10 months straight, that's huge. But I built credibility up during this time. And so when I think about it, I was like, I've been teaching you guys the wrong way. I've been asking you guys to show up on social media 2 times a day and bring value to people. And while I still stand by that, and I think that's true, people don't take you seriously yet because you haven't built your credibility yet. And so when you come with these really impactful posts, me and the other leaders on the team are like, wow, that was so great. Wow, I'm so inspired by that. That was such a great post. But your Facebook following doesn't see any value in it because they don't see any value in you yet. And not you as a person, but you on this journey. Because you sprinkle in here and there and nothing's consistent, that they don't know how to take it. And so I think that yesterday when I was looking at that, and when I wanted to chop my head off for posting 4 times within a 3-hour period, it was an aha moment that I want you guys to just start sharing your journey. And you have to share it every single day. And if you don't work out that day, I should know why you're not working out. It doesn't matter that, it's a rest day or it's Sunday or, you just didn't feel like working out. Do they know that? If I only see you working out on social media 1 time a week, but you're asking me to join a challenge group, I don't see any value in your groups. And therefore, $170, is a lot of money. And so when I look at those kind of things, I'm like, well, that's a really big thing. When I was, going through this motion, and when I was mentioning to people like, oh, that pre-workout, yeah, you could get that. Everyone's like, oh, sold. Because they saw it in my hand every single day. And I don't share it a lot anymore because I built credibility up for pre-workout. They saw it for 5 months straight every single day, that when I have it in my hand, everybody knows what it is. That is building credibility up for something that you stand for. And so I really want to just talk to you guys tonight about building credibility up and some different things that we're going to do on our team. So number one, the first thing everybody has to do is pick a program and stick with it. If you choose Shift Shop, I should see you working out 6 days a week on social media. No ifs, ands, or buts. If you are doing Lift 4, you should be working out 4 times a day on your social media. I should see that. I should see 4 posts a week of you working out. That is going to build credibility up with your journey. And so, like I said, they don't have to always be like, and today I woke up. It could literally be just another day on my journey. Day 5, killed it. Week 2, 6 days in, did that. Whatever it is, but it's showing still here, still here, still here, still here, still here. Week 5, yep, still here. Oh, week 6, look, I lost another pound. Still here, still here, still here. And then when you invite, people are going to be like, oh, I know what I'm getting invited to. I've been watching your journey. And so pick a program and stick with it. So you got to really think about that when you're choosing a program. Is this something that's going to benefit me, and can I post about it, consistently? If a lot of people will tell me like, oh, I'm thinking about doing 21-day fix. 21-day fix, guys, that's 7 days a week. Programs, that is so old. And while I love 21-day fix, don't get me wrong, it's a 7-day-a-week program. So then that means you are committing to working out 7 days a week, no ifs, ands, or buts. And trust me, it can be done, because I am a 21-day fix graduate, like, I don't know, 1,000,000 times. And I did it 3 times in a row with not 1 day off. And so it can be done. So you've got to pick a program that you're like, I can do this and I can kill it. Because if you do that, you're going to get amazing results. And think about it this way. When I started Shift Shop, I had 0 motivation, nothing. I was an Emerald coach. Everybody had quit on me. I had no working coaches except for, Courtney might have been one of my coaches by then, but very, very new. She was not very, very new at that. I had no motivation. I was not there yet. I did not love fitness. It was really hard to show up. Guess what? I didn't miss a single workout, and my Shift Shop results are insane. You know why? Because I knew Facebook was watching me. I knew that I had to show up on Facebook. I knew that if I didn't, people were going to say, I knew she couldn't do it. And so it was almost proof to make me stick with the workouts, to make me show up, to make me do it every single day, to make me not fall off, to make me not skip a day, to make me not say, oh, I'll make it up on Sunday, to stick with it. Because I knew I have to show up on Facebook. I have to let them see that they are all cheering me on to fail, and I have to prove them wrong. And so I did it. And guess what? When I posted that, does anybody want to see my results? I got amazing feedback. And yeah, I sold some challenge packs, and I did good for those last couple months of the year. But the real magic happened in January when I took on 80-day obsession. And for 80 days straight, I shared my journey. And I really thought about this yesterday. When I finished 80-day obsession and I posted, does anybody want to see my transformation? I had about 100 likes and about 60 comments. And Lift 4, I didn't have that. And I thought, what the heck? Why doesn't anybody want to see my Lift 4 transformation? And then I really look inward, and after talking to Courtney about it, I did a sucky job at sharing my Lift 4 journey on Facebook. Instagram, golden. I showed up on Instagram stories every single day. Everybody was ready for me to rock it over there. But on Facebook, nobody knew what I was doing, because I would trickle in and kind of show up a little bit, but I was not sharing it the way I did with 80-day obsession. And so I had to call myself out on that and say, well, you weren't sharing it like you have in the past. And so I encourage you guys, pick a program, stick with it, and share your journey every single day. I'm telling you, this is when the magic will happen. This is when you're going to really transform your body. This is when you're going to see the most amazing results because you are showing up on your Facebook feed every day. People are watching you, and that gives you the more credibility to say, I can't eat that donut. I'm going to have to weigh in. I am so real on Instagram stories. If you guys don't follow me, every Monday, people watch me step on the scale. They see that, and they see when I go up. I say, whoops, gained 2 pounds. They see when I go down, and then I do the spin around video. You can't get more real than that. But you have to share it every single day so that people understand, yeah, she's still here. Yes, she's still showing up. Oh, I saw how she struggled. And you don't have to be complex about it. So here's what I would love to start seeing with you guys for 7 days a week, or sorry, 7 posts a week. And please write these down if you want, and I could possibly go back and post them in the group later. But when talking about that, if you're like, I don't know what to put, I don't know what to post about, you know, sharing your journey and all of that, what does that exactly mean? So I wrote down some tips to help you guys, 7 strategies. Number 1, benefits. Planting seeds. What are the benefits with Lift 4? You know, what do you like about it? I know that it's an easy post to say something as easy as Tuesday, so glad I just earned my rest day. That is sharing a benefit and planting seeds. It is as easy as saying it on Friday. I'm so glad I have the weekend off from my program. It's planting those little seeds. Or on Wednesday, what are you eating as a cheat meal if you're taking it? I want to see a picture of you with your tacos and say, I earned the heck out of this cheat meal, comma, yes, it's included on my meal plan. That's planting seeds in people's heads. And it's just doing it without a huge drawn out post. You're not having to get all crazy and bring, you know, a ton of like, you know, just like that inspiration that I love and so many other people love, but it's just catching them real fast. Number 2, transformations, testimonials. Guys, transformations are huge. I should see weekly transformations from you guys. Every week you should be posting something, whether it's Transformation Tuesday or Throwback Thursday, or you just don't even care, it's Motivational Monday. You should be sharing your transformations. And if you're on your journey, that's a transformation. You should be saying week 1, week 2, lost this much, gained this much. Gosh, I keep burping. Whatever it is. Transformations are so crazy huge because that shows that you're being real and you're taking people with the journey. Think about it. I don't know about you, but I see these crazy people pop on my timeline and all of a sudden they have this crazy transformation. I did this in 6 weeks. I'm like, yeah, right, sister. I don't believe them. I'm like, yeah, right. I know how much hard work that takes. And that's probably what your people are thinking too. They don't see the grunt work in between. And that's what I'm trying to get you guys to start showing. So transformations, you should be sharing at least once a week. The next thing, your why. What is the passion and the purpose behind your workouts? Does it have to be long? Not necessarily. Sure, it can be every now and then. I'm not saying don't ever make like a really good post, but it doesn't always have to be. So what's your why? Why did you do this? Why did you show up today's workout? What does it mean to you? What purpose does it have in your life? Number 4, behind the scenes. What does it really look like? What does it really look like to be on your journey? What does it really look like to spend a day in your life? What does your meal plan look like? What are you eating? What does your workouts look like? Were you able to always do those moves without modifying? What exactly does it look behind the scenes? And did you win the day? Could be an easy post like that. Like, I'm so excited. Today I felt like I won the day. I upped my weights. It was a struggle, but I got through it. Only lasted a round, but that's okay. It's little things like that that will build your credibility. If you're always in beast mode, nobody cares and nobody wants to join you. Nobody likes to root for somebody who's always on top. They want to root for the underdogs because they can relate to those people. So you're more likely to appeal to others when you share your struggles than if you always are killing it in the workout department or wherever else. Number 5, motivation. Give your Facebook motivation. If it's a quote, awesome. Take that quote and put it on a picture of you. Don't get me wrong. Don't make collages. I'm sorry. Put a picture of you and above in the wording, like on the caption, write whatever it is, the quote. Number 6, personal insight. Favorites, your favorite brands that you like for food, different things that you like to buy, what helps you keep accountable, your favorite socks, your favorite Nike Pros, your favorite underwear to work out in, I don't care, your favorites. Give them insights to something that will benefit their life, or ask for advice. Asking for advice is huge. It's going to boost your engagement and it makes people feel like they're a part of your journey. So maybe it's something like this. Hey guys, I eat potatoes and chicken sausage every day. So a protein and a carb. Does anybody else have a protein and carb they love to eat for breakfast so I could switch it up? It's asking for feedback so that other people will start engaging with you. I mean, sure, you'll get some smart asses that will be like, yeah, donuts and bacon or whatever, you know. But personal insights, give them some feedback and let them be like, oh, that was a good tip. I know people ask me all the time, one of the number one questions I get, what are your favorite chicken sausages because I see you eat them every day? That would be a great insight for me to give to people. By the way, this is the brand I always buy. It's clean, it's Whole30 approved, and all of that kind of shenanigans. And number 6, sharing your story. This is a little bit for you to kind of say, who are you? And it's a little about me testimony. So those are the 7 things that you guys could be posting every week and relate it back to your journey. But you have to share it unapologetically and you have to share it authentically. And so if you want to post a workout picture followed by a Shakeology drink, I say go for it, sister. Do what works for you and do it in a way that you don't feel bad later. I didn't listen to a single person from July until December. And I was only focused on my own journey and I wasn't worried about my algorithm. I wasn't worried about how many likes I got. I wasn't worried about how many people were going to comment on it or if it was the time of the day or did I already post today. I was worried about sharing my journey because I knew that that will equal success. I knew that. And I knew what everybody says, be here in 1 year. And I thought, if I start working now, I could be in a different place than I was last year. And I sit where I'm sitting today because I had such a different drive in me to not give up, to not listen to what everybody else and listen to all the noise around and what everybody else is saying. And I just put my head down and I went to work. And so these were all great posts for me to give you guys some ideas. And, so that when you feel stuck, you can come to it and say, okay, what could I post about? Okay, oh, I haven't done a transformation this week or a testimonial or did I mention how this benefits me or anything? But you guys have to be sharing. I went on a bunch of coaches this last week and me and Courtney kind of been browsing through different, people's Facebooks just to see. And, what's really hard is that while a lot of your posts are really good, I don't see a lot of you on your journey every single day. And I might see, you might be wearing workout clothes, but I don't necessarily attach that to she just got her butt kicked in a workout. And so you have to be careful with that. You have to be careful with, are you sharing it unapologetically and are you sharing it where other people can look at you and say, okay, yeah, I see that she's going through the struggles and the pain and it's hard work. I'm watching her transform through my very eyes. And so I wanted to just talk to you guys a moment about building credibility. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about that's very important, and I'm going to get some haters right now, but I don't care, is Miracle Morning. Miracle Morning is absolutely super, super important, and any big-time coach in this organization will tell you that. If you guys are not doing Miracle Morning in your own life, you probably should be doing it. I did it for a while, and when I quit my job, I kind of was like, why do I have to get up this early? And I still sprinkled it in, and I decided I need to go back to doing it. So from 4 to 6 a.m., I'm going to be doing live Miracle Mornings. I'm post the link in the team page today when I get off the call, and this is for anybody who wants to either work or work out with us. It's going to be open from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. That's it. I'm cutting it off at 6. That's when I get my kids up. And I don't know when you guys get your kids up for school, but what a great time for you guys to bust out some work. So if you use the excuse like, I'm so busy, I have things to do, I'm tired, all this stuff, drink some coffee or some Energize and get it done. I'm telling you, by the time I woke my kids up, I had basically 2 hours of work that I had put into my business before the kids even got up and I started my day. I literally was like, whoa, I can't believe how much work I did. I added 100 people on Captivate. I messaged like a ton of people on Instagram. I had done so much in that 2 hours that it was insane. And so Miracle Morning will change your life if you allow it to. So I kind of wanted to mention that. So now I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to talk a little bit about the way that success pods are going to work and a little bit about some ways that you can, move your business forward going on from now. So let me share my screen. All right, so we are going to go with the first thing that you are going to go for, and that is the credibility badge. The credibility badge is going to be approximately 3 weeks because 3 weeks truly does equal results. If you follow it to a T, if you're following that meal plan that Beachbody gives you and you're doing the workout, you're gonna see results. I transformed me and James's life that first 21 days. So 3 weeks could really, really change your business and it can change your body. And so what does that first 3 weeks look like for you guys? It's posting consistently on Facebook every single day. 1 through 7 are great posts for you guys to use as ideas, the ones that I just went over, but you need to be posting every single day. Number 2 is make a list of 100 contacts. And the third thing is completing the new coach training. Once you do that, you receive the credibility badge. And I know some of you right now are thinking, I already did that. But I'm going to come back and say, I don't think you guys have. Because when I see 3 weeks, 3 weeks equals results. And so I would ask you, well, what does your Success Club looks like? What is, how many coaches are you adding? Success Club doesn't just mean you're on the Success Club board. Are you struggling to keep your rank? Have you hit rank yet? What does that look like to you? And so posting consistently every single day, that's going to be a struggle for some people. Do you have a list of 100 contacts? And have you completed the new coach training? It is found in the units page or the Boss Babes page. So what does it mean to earn the credibility badge? It's going to be about 3 weeks, and that would mean that you have some sort of Success Club points. Your agreement to all the tasks, so you have your list, and you've completed the training, and you went through things. When you do that, you will earn the credibility badge. Your name or your picture will go here, your name will go here, and you'll be recognized in our team page along with the Starbucks gift card. I'm doing this to really give you guys some incentive to build up your credibility. And I'm starting all of us out at that way. Some of you guys might feel like, well, I'm a different badge, and that's great. And I feel like there might be a couple people who are in the next category, but I will be private messaging them separately. But everybody needs credibility. Even me, I called myself out on Live 4. And so everybody needs it. So really ask yourself, I'm going to earn that credibility badge. I'm going to get myself a Starbucks gift card. And in 3 weeks, I'm going to, one, get some rockin' results and be able to rock that body at Halloween time and be proud of myself and work towards those goals. I'm going to either, hit a rank or secure that rank. And I'm going to have some Success Club points, which means I'm earning some commission. And so that's the first thing all of us are going to strive for in the pods is credibility. We're going to work on getting consistent and posting every single day our journey. The next badge we're going to shoot for is the Boss Babes badge. This badge, a couple people, I feel like they're already there, but they're going to be working on this badge. So the Boss Babes badge, I would tell you, takes about 4 to 8 weeks to get there. So this is, you had to complete that credibility for 3 weeks. Now you've earned the credibility badge, and now you're moving on to the Boss Babes badge. What that means is you have set work hours. I would recommend that it's at least 10 hours a week. But you've set work hours. You know when you're going to work. You kind of have a designed date, and you know what it's going to look like. You've chose a win the week tracker. There's tons. Guys, go in there, Google, Pinterest, look in units, anything. Win the week tracker, bam, you're going to find one. If you can't find one or you want to know what I use, you can go ahead and send me over a private message. You've committed to completing a power hour every single day that you work. So if you commit to 5 days a week, then you have to do a power hour every single day. Now remember, the Boss badge requires 10 hours. So you can't work 3 days a week and only do 3 power hours and be eligible for this badge. So I'm not saying you have to work 7 days a week, but you should probably be working about 5. So you committed to a power hour every single day, and you've committed to a tracking system. Whether you're going to use Google Streak, or you're going to use Teamsy, or you're going to use pen and paper. You need to use something that you feel 100% is confident that you're going to be organized in. Those are the ways that things that you're going to be doing to earn the Boss Babes badge. And what you're going to get with that, or to hold that badge, you need to be advanced to emerald. You need to be an emerald rank, and you need to hold it for 6 weeks straight. Above that, or you need to be hitting Success Club 5 or higher for about 3 months straight. You also need to agree to all the above tasks. So that would be, the whole thing of doing your vital behaviors, posting consistently still every single day. So if you move on to the Boss Babes page and then all of a sudden you stop posting, you're no longer eligible for that badge, and you need to start back on day 1. Because just because you're at this level doesn't mean that I'm giving you permission to stop showing up on social media. You still need to show up every single day. With that, you're going to get an Amazon gift card. This is going to help you in whatever you decide, whether you want to buy something for your business or something for you. But this is what my new thing is going to be when you advance past that badge. And then the last badge, which is something that I feel like a lot of people are working towards, and it's going to take some time to get there, would be the leadership badge. The leadership badge, I would say, is going to take about 6 to 12 weeks after completing the first 2 badges to get there. You are going to, this is somebody who knows their niche. They have a set of hashtags that they use, that's their brand. They show up on Instagram stories 7 to 9 times a day. They go live on Facebook once a week. They post on Facebook and Instagram every single day. They have a monthly market plan. They run and market their own challenge groups, and they run and market their own free groups. That is a leadership badge. In order to receive that badge, you need to be a diamond rank and hold it for 6 weeks. You need to hit Success Club 5 or higher for those 6 weeks, and you need to be adding at least 2 coaches a month to your team. You also should be on the leadership ladder. If you don't know what the leadership ladder is by Beachbody, and it shows truly whether you're a leader or not. It will tell, Beachbody tells you if you're considered a leader. And so you need to get on that leadership ladder in order to be recognized as a team leader in all of Beachbody. So remember that. So those are kind of the badges of what I am kind of where I wanted to go. Oh, I'm sorry. And with that comes the diamond gift. That I have 3 different gifts for you guys to choose from. whether it's the ring light that I'm using right now, my big, huge one, or maybe, I don't remember the other ones. I think, I don't remember. I have them somewhere in the group, I think. But we need to focus right now on credibility. We need to take it back to day one, myself included. I took it back to credibility. Am I on the leadership? 100%. I've held my rank. I think 2 tiers up on the leadership ladder. I've done all these things. I add 2 coaches a month. I hit Success Club 5 or higher for, well, 10 months straight now. I have my own marketing strategy. I have all of that. I'm on the leadership. But even me, I'm like, I'm going to call myself out. I need to go back to credibility. I need to be, yes, I post every day on social media, but I want to take it back to my journey. I want to take it back to giving Lift 4 the credibility that I think it deserves. And I was a little upset that I didn't get the feedback that I got with ADJ and all of that. But I could only take credit for it that I didn't do enough for it. It wasn't the program. It wasn't anything about Joel or my results or anything like that. It was that I wasn't sharing it enough. And so I'm going to take it back to the credibility badge and start. So whether you're an Emerald coach or not, and you think, well, I'm an Emerald coach, I should be the boss page. Well, you should probably take it back to credibility with me as well, because we do have to build that up. Because if you're fighting to get those challenge points, if you're trying so hard to hit Success Club and it's almost like, well, shucks, I didn't hit it this month, or I tried my best, then we all need to take it back to credibility. And so I think that it's a great place for all of us to start together. And in 3 weeks, think about what we could do in 3 weeks. You build consistency up with your credibility on your Facebook posts. In 3 weeks, when we launch mine and Courtney's biggest challenge group we ever have, which is the fitness group, right, Courtney? That's what we'll be launching in that month. In 3 weeks, we will be launching the Fit for Fitness, where we do the giveaways every single day. Guys, it's our biggest group. Everybody wants to join because we do some sort of giveaway every single day. This is what you're building up for now. And so I encourage you all to say, you know what, I'm in. On October 1st, well, I would start today, but on October 1st, when the pods launch, I am committed. 3 weeks, I'm going to post and post and post. And I'm going to build up my credibility. And so I'm going to end this year so strong. And so, remember that is, it's the same thing about Summit, or the same thing I talked about in the retreat page today about going there, is I said, if you aren't talking about it, you're doing it wrong. When we all went to Summit, I told everybody going, you should be talking about it every single day. Talk about it every single day. Courtney did it. She was talking about it every single day. Countdown to Summit, countdown to Summit, countdown to Summit. Talking about it, shoving it in people's faces. So when she was at Summit, people were watching her like a hawk. And I told the girls to do the same thing about the retreat. Post about it every single day. Going on retreat, going on retreat, on a retreat, shredding for the retreat, on the retreat, going. So that way when you're on the retreat, people are like, oh my God, she's been waiting for this event for a month. If all of a sudden you just show up and you're like, oh, I'm on this retreat, everyone's like, I don't care. Because you brought no value to it. And so it's the same thing about a challenge group. If you're not posting, I love this, it's so great, this is the best workout, oh my gosh, I can't believe it, I only work out 4 times a day. Launching a new group, everyone's going to be like, heck yes, zoom in on that. Because they've been watching it so much and you've been so obsessed over it. But if nobody sees it, and all of a sudden you're like, join my next challenge group, everyone's like, yeah, on to the next. I don't even know what you're doing. I didn't even know you were on your journey. Yeah, I saw that you lost weight, but I didn't know you were a coach. I didn't know you were actually doing this for a living. And so I just ask you guys all to take it back to that credibility, because when you do that, amazing things can happen. And right now, remember, we are setting ourselves up for a really, really good 2019. That's what my goal last year was, is that going through these next couple months to end the year, I was setting myself up for a really good 2018. I had no idea it was going to be this big. I just assumed that maybe I could, hit Success Club 5 and, kind of keep my diamond. I had no idea what I could do this month. This year. And now I look at it and I'm like, wow, you can do so much if you just truly believe in yourself and really, really dedicate it. And it's like, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want a different life? Are you tired of having your life that you have now? It's almost like that burning desire in your gut. It's like, what is it that just would make you so happy? And so for me, it was a new life. It was something different. It was not having to like drag my kids out of bed at 5 a.m. and going to work at 4:30. That sucked. Or, you know, as much overtime that James has to work and stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff that I'm just like, I wanted more. And it requires a lot of sacrifice. It does. I won't tell you how many baseball games I missed. I missed a lot of my kids' baseball games, you guys. I missed a lot of Brooklyn's cheer practices because I was working. I was in my car with my head down. You go to practice, she would say, are you going to come and watch? No, I'm not. I need to work. And I would work. And I would stay home from baseball games because I had a team call. And I would stay home from different things, and I would leave games early because I had work to do. And I was doing that and hustling the way I was hustling because I knew it would bring me to a different life. And it brought me to where I'm sitting now. It's not going to happen where you're able to keep all this glory stuff like, well, I'm still going to be able to get to your level, but I'm going to still do all my sprinkles. It's not going to happen, I'll tell you that, because of the hustle that it really, truly takes. I mean, it's the amount of work that I do put in that gets me to where we are. And so think about it. If my work went away, would you be able to stand where you're at? Do you have a group? Do you run your own groups? If I was all of a sudden disappeared and your coach came to you and said, Christy, what does volume of this and this and this mean? Would you know an answer for them? Do you coach your own people? Do they understand what it's like to run a group? Do you have a marketing plan for yourself? At the end of the month, guys, it's September. Are you already writing a marketing plan for yourself? Do you sit down? Do you know what you're posting on each? It's all of that kind of stuff that it's like, that's serious work. And that's how serious I am about my job and about how my passion for it. And so now I love it. I don't ever consider this work. I love to be in my office. I love to work, and I work a lot. And so when people ask me, well, how many hours do you put in a day to get to where you're at? Well, guys, I put in a lot. But I will tell you that it took time for me to be able to quit. And so I worked in pockets of time. So if you're thinking, I only have 2 hours a day, trust me, that's what I had at first. I had that at first. I had pockets of time, 15 minutes here, 20 minutes here. I didn't eat in the break room with everybody else. I worked. I didn't go outside and do something else. I put my head down and went to work. I didn't sit and watch JJ play baseball and practice. I worked. I didn't watch Brooklyn. I worked. I did all those kind of things so that I could provide a different life to where I'm at now. So now I did work in pockets of time. It was like 2 hours, 4 hours, that kind of stuff. Like, so I went from like working 2 hours a day. I was able to hold Emerald, barely hit Success Club, if that, 4 hours a day, got my diamond back, started hitting Success Club consistently, built my own challenge group, started understanding the business, things like that. And now currently I probably work, don't crap your pants, but I probably work 9 to 10 hours a day, every day. And it's because I'm pushing for elite, premier. No, I'm not pushing to walk across the stage. No, I'm not pushing to wear a fancy dress. I'm pushing so that my kids have a college fund, so that my mom doesn't have to work overtime, so James doesn't have to work overtime, so that I don't have to worry when I go to the grocery store, so that when somebody comes to me and says, hey, do you want to do something? I don't have to check my bank account first. I can just say, there's the money, so that I can say, hey, Jess, I want to come see you in Seattle, and I'm not worried about like when I'm going to do it. I just book a flight. That's what I'm working for. And so when people say like, gosh, you work a lot of hours, I would never want to do it. Well, then your goals aren't as big as my goals, and that's okay. But I'm not working so that I have a title of elite and premier. I'm working so that I can provide something so much more for my kids and so much more for my family. I'm working so that next in April, when Brooklyn starts cheering again, I hope I can walk in and they say, hey, it's $8,000 for a season. I pay it with 1 week's check of Beachbody. That's what I'm working for. And so I'm not working for vain things, but I'm hustling because I know it will pay off. And so remember that when you're thinking about like time and work and all of that kind of stuff. So I think that that's all I have for you guys, but I want to see if anybody has any questions on either the badges, on how to earn them, or anything like that, or about posting, about credibility, or if you have any questions, if you feel like, hey, I've been pretty consistent on posting, do you have any other suggestions? Now's kind of your time to ask me anything.
Hi, it's Lisa. It's
Oh.
so dark.
Oh, hi, Lisa.
Are you gonna share about the pod groups, or are we gonna do that later?
About who's being paired up with who?
Yeah.
I have a couple people already paired up, but I'm waiting for a couple more people to see if they want to join. So I haven't really released it yet because I just want to make sure everybody has a partner before I officially put everybody, because they have a couple more days to kind of decide to sign up.
Okay.
But I will email you after this.
I don't know if you can see the chat, but Renee said, can you review the Miracle Morning one more time?
Oh, yeah. So, sorry, and I didn't even see your question in the thing. Okay, so yeah, Miracle Morning is from 4 to 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if anybody like wants to do it on Eastern Standard Time, I'm not getting up early because that's way too early for me over here in San Diego, but I will totally give anybody my username and stuff if anybody wants to start it early on East Coast time, if they feel like they want to get up early.
People want to do it. I will commit to waking up with people, but I'm not like, I mean, I don't have to. I mean, I get my kids ready. I wake them up at 7:30. So for me, I have like that 30-minute window, you know, to be on with you guys. But usually I'm working out so that I'm done with my kids. So if somebody wants to get up earlier to get work done or work out or whatever, I will do it. But I'm not going to drag myself up and then nobody wake up with me because that's just not going to be a good time.
Yeah. So yeah, if anybody wants to, you can just always like message Courtney or something like that. But because I think she has my username and password, but I can give it to her too. But so Miracle Morning is 4 to 6 a.m. and you can either work or work out. So some of us like chit chat a little bit, and then some of us like, you know, mute ourselves and then work out. Some people, like this morning I was supposed to work out and I ended up like just so focused on my work that I ended up working for the whole 2 hours. But I'm telling you guys, it is so good to do Miracle Morning because that was 2 solid hours of not having a single interruption. No one's calling me at 4 a.m. Nobody. And what she really said that I really like, the elite coach that mentioned this, is what she said was, if you do this with your team, those are 2 solid hours that I can really answer your questions or you work together. So maybe Kristen does get up and say she doesn't join it till 5 because that's her goal. From 5 to 6, she does Miracle Morning. And she's like, hey, I got this message overnight. What do you think about it? I'm up and I'm working and I'm able to write her back. And I know a lot of people like message me throughout the day and think, I don't know, sometimes I think that people think that maybe I'm not doing anything, but I'm so busy. I have probably 45 personally sponsored coaches. And so people are like, hey, will you jump on a call, or hey, let's do this or let's do that. I'm not sitting around twiddling my thumbs. Like, I'm actually really busy. So I think it's a great way for staying, and I might end up doing is like, hey, these are my office hours, 4 to 6 a.m. That's when I'll respond to you. That's the best time to really let me coach you a little bit. Oh, and one more thing I do want to mention about the Success Pods. I'll tell you in a second. But so it's just a great way to bond with your team. I will tell you this. Jeannie's not on the call anymore, but I think she was on a dinner or something. But I will tell you this. I didn't know Jeannie. It's funny. We went to Summit together last year. Didn't really know her because she stayed downstairs. I stayed upstairs. We had 2 different like locations. I didn't really know her that well. And we started getting on Miracle Morning in, I don't know, December-ish. that's when I built my friendship with her. And in January, she's like, I'm a runner, I'm all in, I want to work my business. I'm like, okay, we'll see about that. Let's see if you work up to my standards. And so I had 3 success partners. 2 of them had fallen off, and I don't know where they're at. They totally dropped rank. Jeannie's the only one who was like right there with me. That's where I built my friendship though with her. And so that's what Miracle Morning is to me, is a place to really build community, be able to be up with the girls, work out. There's something really awesome about just like looking over and seeing people work out and seeing people like some work and some working out or something like that. Or just like me, like today I was like, you heard Captivate, like bang, bang, and Jeannie's laughing because she's working out. And I'm like, yep, I'm captivating. You just keep working out because you hear like ding, 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 and I'm just going through it like a million miles per hour. But Lisa and Renee get on Miracle Morning with me. So 4 to 6 a.m. And then something I do want to mention about the success pods, it's if you are in a pod, once you are put in a pod, you will be given a couple time slots based on the hours that I work, and it's your responsibility to respond with time that works for you. So you and your partner will get 20 minutes of one-on-one time with me every week. These will be our one-on-one time where I can help mentor you and get you to your goals and really, really push you towards what you're working for. You can tell me I'm working for Diamond or I'm working for Emerald, but I'll be the judge on whether I think you really actually work for that or you don't. And I'm going to help you. And so I will help you in a way of, don't think that I'm telling you to be a brat or be mean to you. You have to 100% agree to be coachable to be in a pod. If you're not coachable, you might as well just take yourself out. And if you're not coachable, you probably won't go very far in this business because you always have to be willing to grow. Just like yesterday morning, when I realized and I called myself out on the Lift Forward journey, you have to be willing to say, oops, that's not good. I need to try something else. And so the success pods are going to give you one-on-one time with me. And this is, I'm going to get cracking down just because I am so busy with new things that I'm still trying to write my speech. I have the retreat. I'm going to the Bahamas. There's so much stuff coming up that I need to dial in my time and always not be available because sometimes it just gets in the way of like, I have my day so designed out that in the afternoon I'm supposed to be spending time with the kids and somebody's messaging me like, what does this mean? And I'm like, oh, hold on, Brooklyn. I'm like, no, I just need to focus. That's my kids' time. And so I thought I'm going to do one-on-ones with you guys and really, really help you guys. So you and your partner will pick a day and time. And if your partner doesn't show up, your partner doesn't show up and you get 20 minutes of one-on-one time. And then it's up to you and your partner to give you the notes if she wants to, or maybe she only talks about her business solely. It's up to you, and this is where you are in charge of your own business. And that's where if nobody shows up in that 20-minute time period. And after a couple weeks, I'll probably give that slot to somebody else. But with the success pods, I am going to give you guys that time because I think it's really important to get that one-on-one time and to be able to ask me anything or what is your opinion on this or what did you do for this or anything like that. So does anybody else have any questions? Courtney, did you have something that you were going to say before?
I just saw the comment, the questions being typed, and I was going to tell you what they said, but then she unmuted herself.
Oh, okay. Does anybody else have anything, any questions or anything? No? Gosh, Renee, is it cold where you're at? Oh, and she's sick. Oh my God. It's funny. Huh. All right. Well, fall has arrived in San Diego. Okay, cool. So I'm going to post the 7 things for you guys up into the group so that you guys can see those again, so you can come back to them and say like, I need an idea to post. And then I'm going to probably spend maybe I'll spend an hour or 2 in my office tonight and get some emails out for finishing up the pod. So if you do get a message from me tonight, I'm sending them out in group messages, so it will be with you, with your partner in the pods, and just respond back and let me know what time would be good for you guys so that I can get it scheduled so that you guys can get your first one-on-one. They're going to start next week. Yeah, next week. So, All right, guys. So yeah, October 1st, a great time for you guys to start the last 90 days of the year. You guys can do so much with that. So hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you guys later.